These are two of the first movies I think of when I think of twin films, but they're not on the twin films Wikipedia page. I'm talking about Andrew Haig's Lean on Pete and Chloé Zhao's The Rider, which are both movies involving horses that came out in April 2018. In fact, I saw them literally 1 week apart. I was thinking about these movies recently because Luke Gilford's national anthem came out earlier this year, and like Lean on Pete, it stars Charlie Plummer, and there are horses in that one too. Lean on Pete is about a teenager who gets a summer job working for a horse trainer, and he ends up bonding with an aging racehorse. The Rider stars Brady Jandreau, who plays a fictionalized version of himself. He was an up-and-coming rodeo star and horse trainer who suffered a brain injury after a rodeo accident and was told he can never ride again. Lean on Pete is a coming-of-age drama that takes place in the northwestern United States, and The Rider is a contemporary western set in South Dakota. I think it's an interesting coincidence that Charlie Plummer plays a character named Charlie in Lean on Pete, and Brady Jandreau plays a character named Brady in The Rider. But since Brady is playing a fictional version of himself, I guess it's not that much of a coincidence. And I love that his family and his best friend Lane Scott play fictional versions of themselves in The Rider too. I wasn't even aware of that when I went to see it, but I think it gives the movie's message more emotional weight. I know I'm in the minority here, but when I first saw these movies in theaters, I actually liked Lean on Pete more. I think The Rider is arguably a better film, but I had a stronger emotional reaction to Lean on Pete. Both movies made me feel emotions, but I cried so hard during Lean on Pete that I was worried I'd need to leave the theater to compose myself, but maybe I was just going through some stuff at the time, who knows. I think if I rewatched both movies back to back right now, I might have a stronger emotional response to The Rider. I think it just depends on the headspace you're in and what you're going through at the time, but I think both movies are underrated. Lean on Pete is my favorite Andrew Haigh film, and The Rider is my favorite Chloé Zhao film, so clearly I'm a fan of both. But if you've seen both Lean on Pete and The Rider, let me know which one you prefer. And if you haven't seen either of these movies, I recommend them if you enjoy crying.